Hello, my name is Akib and I belong to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and currently I'm in Kashmir and I'm one of the students here in Kashmir University. And this is mainly about the situation here in Kashmir today after the abolition of Article 370, which was done unconstitutionally by the current dispensation, that is the BJP. And if I talk about the position, and if I talk about the post position after Article 370, it is horrible, it's inhumane, and it's lawless, because after 370 what the Indian government has been claiming is that there has been more peace and there has been more harmony, there has been more tranquility in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, which is completely wrong. It's factually wrong. There have been more attacks on the army men, there have been more attacks on the military, there have been more attacks on the convoy, the more policemen have been killed during these 2 years. There have been complete lawlessness when it comes to arresting of the human rights defenders, when it comes to the NGOs, those are working on ground in Kashmir. And if you look at as young as 13 to 14 years have been arrested under the draconian laws like UAPA, and they still don't get the bail till 6 months. So that is the kind of situation. If I talk about just yesterday in the heart of Srinagar, the JK police has been roaming around and threatening shopkeepers to keep their shops shut, and because they're going to show a picture where everyone is happy in Kashmir, which is not right. So they have threatened shopkeepers to keep their shops open so that they can record it and they can show to the national media and they can show to the people of India that Kashmir is completely normal, which is not right. So if I talk about the economic loss, there have been billions and billions of loss because of the article 370 that was abrogated unconstitutionally by the current dispensation. If you look at the health crisis during those times, we couldn't get the basic amenities during that time. Till 6 to 7 months everything was closed. I personally had to apply to different universities around the world, which I couldn't. So one year was lost. So it's just me. It is just my story, but there are hundreds and thousands of students who have faced the same thing. Their one and a half year is lost because there was no internet, there was nothing allowed to speak. Once they speak, and they are slapped with these draconian laws like UAPA or NSA. And it currently it is a military state, it is a police state, and there is completely lawlessness. There's no democracy on the ground. Yes, there is democracy when it comes to India claiming it. There's the recent report there was from the European Union where they say that they cannot whitewash the kind of human rights violations that are happening in Kashmir, in the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
ये भाजपा है या मोदी सरकार है या संघ परिवार है, ये इसका धंधा है केवल नफरत फैलाना, और नफरत का संदेश ये केवल भारत में ही नहीं पूरी दुनिया को संदेश देना चाहता है कि दलितों के ऊपर भी अत्याचार करो और मुसलमानों के प्रति अत्याचार करो। और ये मैसेज इनका जाता है ये कि दलितों के हम दुश्मन है, मुसलमानों के भी दुश्मन है। तो इस प्रकार से ये जो इनका धंधा है, जैसे 5 अगस्त को ये इसने धारा 370 ये अनुच्छेद जो है कश्मीर से हटाया था, और 5 अगस्त को ही ये अयोध्या में मंदिर निर्माण के लिए नींव डाला था। तो इस प्रकार से इनका देखा जाए तो धंधा जो है बहुत ही नफरत बड़ा बयान, जबकि सरकार का ऐसा नहीं होना, सरकार का होना चाहिए कि यूपी जैसे होना चाहिए कि सबको जोड़े, चाहे मुसलमान हो, चाहे हिंदू हो, चाहे दलित हो, सबको जोड़ना इनका धंधा होना चाहिए। लेकिन इसके ठीक विपरीत करता है, मानवता के विपरीत काम कर रहा है। तो अमेरिका वासियों को भी, भारतीयों को भी ये समझना चाहिए, इनके करतूत को समझना चाहिए, तभी ये समाज सुधर सकता है, तभी ये देश मजबूत होता है, दुनिया भी मजबूत हो सकती है।
After the abrogation of Article 370 of Constitution of India, everything has changed in Kashmir. Not that Kashmiris were living peacefully earlier, but after the abrogation, the situation has become worse. Thousands of people were arrested, and so many still languish in different jails of India. Earlier, there was a provision that the detainees will not be shifted to other states. However, that has been removed also, and the political detainees or the people arrested in Jammu and Kashmir are being shifted to different jails in India. Anybody who raises voice against the state or shares any post on social media which government does not like is being harassed, arrested and tortured. Now, the passport and police verification has been made so difficult. Muslims in the region will not get official or government services without the verification of the police. And in case the police gives adverse reports, there's no provision to get the passport or being appointed as government officer. The suppression is at its peak. No political process has been allowed. The elections of the local bodies, non-government organizations has been thwarted. Every day, the government of Union Territory, now as it is called, is issuing orders curtailing the rights of the people living in the region, especially the rights of Muslims. Kashmir, as most of the detainees remained behind bars, and the courts acted merely as spectators and did not intervene in any of the issues where courts are bound by constitution to intervene and give relief to the people. There are no mechanisms given to the people where they can seek redressal of their grievances. The people who have legally bought the land and houses of Hindus are being harassed and their property forcibly snatched. The process has been started for that. The economy is being targeted. The gardens and orchards are being destroyed. The tourists from Indian states are allowed to visit all the gardens in Kashmir. However, the Kashmiri Muslims are not allowed to perform Friday prayers. The Grand Mosque in Srinagar has been under lock for last 2.5 years. No congregational prayers are allowed for Muslims. Reign of terror has been unleashed in the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, now a union territory. Muslims are being forcibly removed from government services on one pretext or the other. Journalists, lawyers, teachers are being harassed, threatened, and arrested. Land grabbing is going on. All the prominent properties are being taken over by the security agencies. Bunkers have been recreated and established in every nook and corner of the state. Earlier, there used to be temporary bunkers for security forces, and now the temporary bunkers are being converted into concrete structures. There are colonies being housing colonies built for Kashmiri Pandits in the same manner as the colonies are created in Palestine. Interestingly, there are no protests happening in Jammu and Kashmir, and that does not mean that the people are happy and they are not protesting, but that means that the people are not allowed to even open their mouths and raise any voice or show dissent.